Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in this video today we are going to solve this Black and Scholes model which appears under derivatives and risk management subject. So this is very important kind of question because it has appeared in 3-year paper, that is 2025, 23 and 22. In 2025 and 23 they have asked it for case study, where in 2022 they have asked for 10 marks problem. So it is very important to focus, and it is also easy when you learn formulas and when you know how to calculate it and when you know how to use the natural logarithm table, then it will be easy. So let's read the question. Suppose that stock of X Limited is trading at $50 and there is a call option available on X Limited with an exercise price of $45 that expires in 3 months. Continuously compounded rate of interest is 5%. The annual SD, that is standard deviation, is 12%. Using BSM model, calculate the call option and put option. So in some question they will say as Black and Scholes model. Some question they will use as a short form, that is BSM. If it is mentioned as BSM, you have to understand that it is a Black and Scholes model. So first let's write what is given in the question. So in this, the most important thing which you have to mark is this is the stock $50 and the exercise price of $45 and expires in 3 months, and rate of interest is 5% and standard deviation is 12%. So these are the most important things, and in this question we have to identify the call option and put option. So stock price, exercise price, and the expiry or the time and rate of interest as well as standard deviation is most important thing which you have to observe in the question. So let's write what is given in the question. So given is stock price. Stock price is mentioned as SO. So SO is called as a stock price, current stock price, which is $50. And then exercise price of $45. So I will mark this exercise price as K. So exercise price is equals to $45 and expires in 3 months. So I will take it as T, that is time. Time is 3 months. So per year there will be 12 months, right? So 3 divided by 12. So 3 divided by 12 is 0.25. And then RF, that is risk-free rate of interest. I will mark it as R, risk-free rate of interest, that is 5%. And then SD is 12%, that is standard deviation. Standard deviation is marked as like this. So standard deviation is 12%. So if you want, you can convert it in the given only. So 5% means 5 divided by 100 is 0.05, and 12% means 12 divided by 100 is 0.12. So if you convert it in the given time, then it will be easy to compute while applying the formulas. So this is given. So SO is stock price. The stock price of X Limited is $50 and exercise price of $45, that is K. That is exercise price is mentioned as K. In some formulas they will mention it as N, and in some formula they will mention it as X. I have mentioned it as K. So K exercise price is $45 and then expires in 3 months, that is a month. Month is represented as time. In months they have given, so I will convert it. 3 divided by 12 is 0.25 and risk-free rate of interest, that is 5%. When I convert this 5%, it will come as 0.05 and standard deviation is 12%. So when I convert, so given now ಬರ್ದಾಯ್ತು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ. ನಾವು ಈ ಸಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಎರಡು ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ D1 ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. For that, the formula is ln into s divided by k plus r plus 1 divided by 2 standard deviation square into t divided by standard deviation root t. So this is d1 formula, wherein d2 formula is d1 minus standard deviation root t. So this is d1 formula and this is d2 formula. Next, the third thing which we have to identify is call option. So call option is equals to Sn d1 minus k into ert n d2. ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಬೈ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ನೋ ವೇರ್ what we have to apply, then it will be easy. So we have to identify the call option and finally we have to identify the put option. For put option, p is equals to xert or else x ಬೇಡ, ನಾವು k ಅಂತ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ kert 1 minus n d2 minus s0 1. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಪುಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ. ಈ ಕೆನ ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಲೂ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಎನ್ ಅಂತಲೂ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವೇನು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರೋ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಲ್ಲೂ ಹಾಕೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಕೆ, ಇರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕೆ ಅಂತಲೇ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ. ಸೊ ಎಸ್ ಒ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ಡ್, ಎಸ್ ಒ ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್, ಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಸೈಸ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್, ಆರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ರಿಸ್ಕ್ ಫ್ರೀ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್, ಟಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಟೈಮ್, ಆ್ಯಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಡಿವಿಯೇಷನ್. So step by step let's apply the formula. And so ನಾವು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾಯಿತು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇವಾಗ ನಾವೇನು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಇಸ್ d1. ಸೊ d1 ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಇಸ್ ln into s divided by k plus r into t divided by. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ d1 ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಗಿವನ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಲ್ಲ, ಆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಎಸ್ ಒ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ ಎನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಲಾಗರಿದಮ್ ಅಂತ, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಲಾಗ್ ಟೇಬಲಲ್ಲಿ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಲೀವ್ ದಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ d1 is equals to s value is 50 divided by k value is 45 plus r value, that is risk free rate of interest, ನಾವು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಅದು 0.05 plus 1 divided by 2. 1 divided by 2 is 0.5 ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಡಿವಿಯೇಷನ್ is 0.12 ಹೋಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್. ಇದನ್ನು ಟಿ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 0.25 divided by, so standard deviation value is 0.12 into t value is 0.25. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನು ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾಯಿತು. ಇವಾಗ ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಡೂ ದ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್. ಸೊ d1 is equals to 50 divided by 45. 50 divided by 45 is 1.111 ಬರ್ತಿದೆ. 1.1111 plus 0.05 plus 0.5. Let's multiply this. 0.12 into 0.12. 0.0144. 0.25ನ ಹೋಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. 0.5 ಬಂತು. 1 plus. So first we know the BODMAS rules, right? First we have to do the division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಇದೆ. ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ ಅಡಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇಫ್ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನಾರ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದನ್ನು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿ, ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಟು ದ ಅಡಿಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. 0.05 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 0.5 ಇಂಟು 0.0144ನ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. 0.5 ಇಂಟು 0.0144 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ 0.0072 ಇಂಟು 0.25. ಓಕೆ, 0.12 into 0.5. So 1111 plus 0.05 plus 0.072. 0.05 plus that is 0.0572 into 0.25 divided by 0.12 0.5. Okay, so next is 1.1111 plus ಇದನ್ನ ಎರಡನ್ನು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. If we multiply, we will get 0.0143 divided by 0.12 into 0.5 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ we will get 0.06. So ಇವಾಗ we should not directly add this 1.11 na 0.014 ಜೊತೆಗೆ we should not add. For that we have to follow some steps. Okay, the first thing is root of 2.7183 ನ 12 times ನಾವು ಸ್ಕ್ವಯರ್ ರೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ 2.7183 ನ 12 times ನಾವು ಸ್ಕ್ವಯರ್ ರೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಈ ನಂಬರ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲಾರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ನೋ, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಇಟ್. ಸೊ 2.7183 ನ 12 times we have to do the square root. So 2.7183 we have to do the square root 12 times. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Okay, so we have got the value 1.00244172206. ನಾವು ಇಷ್ಟು ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ತೊಗೋಬೇಕಂತಂದರೆ ನೋ, you can take 1.00244 and you can stop there itself. But if you want accurate answer, so proper answer nange beku antandre, you can take the entire value what you get in calculator. Otherwise you can take 1.000244 so that minute difference barutte. Entire answer allu minute point difference ashtu barbodu. But nimge accurate answer beku antandre you have to take the entire value whatever you get in the calc. So ishtu value bandadmele you have to deduct it from 1. ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ 1 ಇಂದ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ -1 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ 0.00024417206. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್, ಇದನ್ನು ಸೊ 50 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 45 ಮಾಡಿದರೆ I have got 1.1111 something ಅಲ್ವಾ. Here I have written just point ಆದಮೇಲೆ 41 ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. So if you want accurate answer, again entire thing you have to take. ಇದನ್ನು you have to again square it for 12 times. 2.7183 ನ ಹೆಂಗೆ 12 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಸ್ಕ್ವಯರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವೋ ಅದೇ ಥರ 1.11 ನಾವು ಅಷ್ಟು ಸಲ ಸ್ಕ್ವಯರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಯುರೇಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್, ಸೊ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನು ನಾನು ತೊಗೋತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So 12 times I have did. I have got the value 1.00002572309. ಅಗೇನ್ ಇದನ್ನು 1 ಇಂದ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. If I minus from 1, then I will get value of 0.00002572309. I have got this much value. ಇವಾಗ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದರೆ the final step is ಈ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರೋ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರೋ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರೋ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯಿಂದ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಇಟ್. ಸೊ ಇದರಿಂದ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 0.00002572309 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 0.00024417206. ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್. ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ I will get a value of 0.1053. So I will just take 0.105. ನನಗೆ 3 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಸಾಕು. ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೇಕನ್ 3 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್. ಇದನ್ನೆರಡನ್ನು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮಚ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಟ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟುಕ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 3 ಡಿಜಿಟ್ಸ್. ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ 3 ಡಿಜಿಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ 4 ಡಿಜಿಟ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇವಾಗ ಇದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಬಿಗ್ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಯುರೇಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ 2.7183ನ 12 times you have to do the square root and you will get this answer. From that you have to deduct 1, and if you deduct 1 you will get this answer. Again ಇವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ 50 divided by 45 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬಂದಿರೋ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ಅಗೇನ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸ್ಕ್ವಯರ್ ರೂಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ 12 times. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು do the square root you will get this value. From that you have to deduct the 1, and if you deduct the 1 then you will be getting the value, and you have to divide this value from this value. So 0.000257239 divided by 0.00244172206 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ you will get this value. After division I have took only 3 digits. After point I have took only 3 digits. So ಇವಾಗ ಈ ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲಿ I will apply this value. Okay, so 0.105 plus 0.0143 0.06. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೂ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಬರೀ ದಿಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ನಾಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇವಾಗ ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಅಡಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ 0.105 plus 0.0143 is 0.1193 divided by 0.06. I have got the value 1.9883. So point ಆದಮೇಲೆ I will take 4 digits. Okay, 9883. So this will be your first step. So this is the D1 value. I have got D1 value. Okay, so this will be your D1 value. So this will be your first step. First step D1 identify ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ I have applied the formula, and you have to apply the values also, and then ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ನ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ 2.7183ನ ಸ್ಕ್ವಯರ್ ರೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು 12 times. ಇಫ್ ಐ ಡೂ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ 1 and then you will get this value, and for this also you have to do 12 times of square root and you will get this value. From that you have to deduct the 1, you will get this value, and from this value you have to divide this value, and if you do that you will get 0.105. I have to apply and then simplify. Finally you will be getting an answer of D1. Okay, so this is step 1. Step 2 is, so the next procedure is to identify the D2 value. So D2 formula is D1 minus standard deviation root of time. Okay, so D1 value I have identified, that is 1.9883 minus standard deviation value is 0.112. So 0.12 square root. So the t value is 0.25. Let's simplify this. Minus 0.12 into, so 0.25 root aliradina simplify ಮಾಡೋಣ. 0.25 root ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ I have got 0.5. So 1.9883 minus 0.12 into 0.5. 0.12 into 0.5 is 0.06. So 1.9883 minus 0.06 is 1.9283. So this is D2 value. I have got D1 value, D2 value. So the next step is to identify the ND1 and ND2, which is very much important for calculating the call option. So the ND1 formula, before applying the formula, let's split that D1 value. So D1 value is 1.9883. So 1.9883 na let's divide into a 2 parts. Okay, so there is 4 digits here, so I will break this into 2 parts. Okay, 4 point admele I have took 4 digits. So if you take 4 digits it will be easy to split. So I have taken 4 digits. So if 4 digits na I will split into 2 parts, that is 2 digits and 2 digits. So I will write this as 1.98 and 0.83. So I will consider this as one part and this as the second part. So 1.98 and 0.83 I have written like this. Okay, for all the sums you can split like this only. Point admele for d1 point d1 and d2 point admele 4 digits ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. 4 digits ತಗೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನ split ಮಾಡಿ 2 parts ಆಗಿ 1.98 and 0.83. Next I have to write like nd1 is equals to, first write this value 1.98 plus you write this value 0.83 into, so 1.98 add 1. So for 1.98 add 0.1 to this to make it as a greater one. So if I add 1 point 0 point, if I add 0.1 then it will be like 1.99. So for example ಇವಾಗ 1.77 ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬಂತು ಅಂತಂದರೆ 1.77 ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ 1.78 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇವಾಗ 1.67 ಇದ್ದರೆ 1.68 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ 1. ಸೊ 1.98 ಇರೋದು 1.99 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಮೈನಸ್ 1.98. So this is how you can identify the ND1 and ND2 value. Okay, 1.98 plus 0.83. So last digit ge 1 digit extra add madida I will get 1.99 minus 1.98. Okay, so for this you have to identify the logarithm table. So for identifying the ND1 and ND2 value, we have split the D1 value and D2 value. So ND1 split ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 1.98 plus 0.83 into 1.99 minus 1.98 value ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. So ಈ 1.98 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಗೆ we have to see the standard normal cumulative probability table. If you see in Google you can get that. In example you can ask for the invigilator to give this table. So ಇವಾಗ 1.98ಗೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡೋದಂದರೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ 2 digits, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ 1.98ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 digits ಅಂದರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ 2 digits ಅಂದರೆ 1.9. So see for that 1.9 in the Z table. So Z table ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ 1.9 is here as I have marked in yellow color, no? So 1.9 ಅಲ್ಲಿದೆ. So the next digit is 8. 1.9ನ Z ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ 1.9 ಆದಮೇಲೆ 8 ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಆ 8ಗೆ ಸಿ ಟು ದ ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಝೆಡ್. ಸೊ ಮೇಲಿರೋ ಝೆಡ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ 0.00 0.01 ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇ ಥರ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ 0.08 ಇದೆ. ಸೊ 0.08 ಕಮ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಟು ದ್ಯಾಟ್ 1.9 0.8ಗೆ ಬಂದರೆ, ಸೊ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 0.9761. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ 2 ಡಿಜಿಟ್ಸ್ನ ಹಾರಿಸಾಂಟಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ನ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ 2 digits ಇಸ್ 1.9, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ 0.08 ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಕಮ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಟು 1.9, ದಟ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 0.761. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು 0.83 ಹಂಗೆ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ 1.99. ಸೊ 1.99ನ ಅಗೇನ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇನ್ ದ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಸೊ ಅಗೇನ್ ಝಡ್ನ ಹಾರಿಸಾಂಟಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ 1.9 ಇದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ ಇಸ್ 9 ಅಲ್ವಾ, 1.9 ಆದಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇರೋದು 9. ಸೊ ಆ ಟೇಬಲಲ್ಲೇ 9 ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ 1.9 ಹಾರಿಸಾಂಟಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡಾಯಿತು, ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ 9 ಇಸ್ ಇಯರ್. ಸೊ ಕಮ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಟು 1.9 ಬಂದಾಗ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 0.9767. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇರೋದು 1.98. ಸೊ 1.98 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 0.761. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ND2 ಕೂಡ ಅದೇ ಥರನೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So ND2. So D2 value is 1.9283. I have got 1.9283. So 4 digits na I will bisect into 2 parts. So this will be first part and this will be second part. So I'll write as ND2 is equals to 1.92 plus 0.83. Okay. So last digit ಗೆ 1 digit extra add ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ 1.93 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ minus same 1.92. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ND2 ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 1.92 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 0.83 ಇಂಟು 1.93 ಮೈನಸ್ 1.92 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸಿಕ್ತು. ಸೊ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಯುಮುಲೇಟಿವ್ ಪ್ರಾಬಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಟೇಬಲಲ್ಲಿ ಅಗೇನ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಫಾರ್ ದೀಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ 1.92 ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ 1.92ನ ಹಾರಿಸಾಂಟಲ್ ಝೆಡ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ 1.9 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ 2. ಸೊ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡಿ, ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಝೆಡ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ 0.02 ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ. So come straight to 1.9 and 0.02. There you will get the value of 0.9726. Okay, next 0.83 na ಅದೇ ಥರ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ 1.93. ಸೊ 1.93 ಅದೇ ಥರ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಝಡ್ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹಾರಿಸಾಂಟಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ 1.9 ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಕಮ್ ಟು ದ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಝೆಡ್ ವೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ 0.03. So 0.03 comes straight to 1.9 and 0.03, that is 0.9732. Again 1.92 ಗೆ same value, that is 0.9726. ಸೊ ಟೇಬಲಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ನ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಲ್ಲ. 1.92ಗೆ 0.726 plus 0.83 and 1.93ಗೆ 0.9732 and 1.92ಗೆ 0.9726 ಬಂತು. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. 0.9726 ಹಂಗೆ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, 0.83 ಹಂಗೆ ಸೇಮ್. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಟೇಬಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನೋಡಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ 0.83ನ ಸೇಮ್ ಟು ಸೇಮ್ ಹಂಗೆ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ 1.93 and 1.92ಗೆ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾಟ್ ದ ಟೇಬಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ದಿಸ್ ಮಚ್. We have to deduct this 0.9732 minus 0.9726. Then we will be getting the value of 0.0006. So for this we have to multiply 0.83 into 0.006. Then we will be getting the value of 0.000498. For this we have to add the value 0.9726. So if we add this value, we will be getting the value of 0.97309. So this will be our ND2 value. So same wise we have to do it for ND1. So we have identified ND1 and ND2 value. That is ND1 value is 0.9765 and ND2 value is 0.97309. So when you use the log table, you should be very careful like how you have to identify the values. Okay, so ND1 and ND2 value I have identified, and the step. So the next step is to calculate the C value. So C, that is call option. So call option is equals to S into ND1 minus KERT and D2. Okay, so the stock price is 50 and now we have identified. So the ND1 value is 0.9765 minus the K value. K value is 45, right? So 45 into, before that I have to write the K value. K value is 45 minus R value. R value is 0.05 into T value. T value is 0.25 into, so the ND2 value is 0.97309. Okay, so S value is 50, ND1 value is 0.9765 minus K value is 45 and R value is 0.05 and T value is 0.25 and then ND2 value. Okay, so let's simplify this. So 50 into 0.9765 is 48.825 and K value is 40. Okay, after doing this, the next step what you have to do is multiply this 0.05 into 0.25. So working note, 0.05 into 0.25. So 0.05 into 0.25 is 0.0125. Okay, so for next what we have to do is we have to multiply this 0.05 into 0.25. So when we multiply, we will be getting the answer as 0.0125. And for this what we have to do is, in the starting of the problem I said the root of 2.7183, and we have to do it for 12 times, right? I have said this. So again do that, 2.7183 for 12 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is 1.000244172 minus 206. And if I deduct that from 1, I will be getting the answer as 0.00024417206. So you have already calculated the value in the first step itself. So again, just for showing, I have did this. And next what you have to do is you have to multiply this value with this value, 0.0125 into 0.0024417. So let's multiply it. 0.0125 into 0.002441726. So if I do, I have got the answer 0.00000305215. And next what you have to do is, so this is step 1. For step 2, press the plus or minus sign in your calci for one time. So after getting this answer, after multiplying 0.0125 into 0.00042441726, I have got this value. For this value, press the plus or minus sign in your calculator for one time. Okay, so this will be our second step. So I'll press plus or minus sign in my calculator for one time. And after this, what you have to do is add 1 to the value which you have got. So after pressing this plus or minus sign for one time, I have got this value, and for that I have to add 1, just 1. Add 1, and I have got the value 0.99999694785. I have got this much value. And the final step is, for this you have to press the multiplication sign and equals sign for 12 times in your calculator. So into and in your calci for 12 times. Okay, how much? 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12. So if I do, I'll get the value as 0.9875 and etc. But just I have taken the 4 digits value. So this might be confusing, but when you practice it will be easy. Okay, so for this KERT value directly I can't multiply and take the values. So for that what I have did is I have to multiply this 0.05 into 0.25. For 0.05 into 0.25 I have got the value 0.125, and before only in the first step I have calculated this 2.7183. I have to do 12 times of square root, and for that I have got this value and I have to deduct it from 1, and finally I'll obtain this value. And I have to multiply 0.0125 into 0.00002441726. So if I multiply, I will get the answer as 0. So I will show once again. So 0.0125 into 0.00024417206. So I have to multiply this and I have got the value 0 point something. I have got this entire value, and for that I have to plus or minus sign in my calculator for just one time. I have pressed it, and after that I have to add 1 to that value, and I have got this much value, and for that I have to press this multiplication sign and equal sign equally for 12 times. Both multiplication and equal sign 12 times. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12. So I have got the value 0 0.875, 0 0.875. So next is I have to apply this value, multiply this value with 45. So 0 0.9875 into 0 0.97309. Okay. So 48.825 minus 45 into, I'll multiply this both first. 0 0.9875 into 0 0.97309. I have got 0 0.9609. Okay. So for this 48.825 minus, I'll multiply 45 for this value. I've got 43.2405, and I have to deduct this both. 48.825 minus 43.2405, and the value I have got is 5.5845. So I have taken this much value. So the call option price is 5.58. Okay, and then the final thing which we have to identify is the put option. So step 5 is put option. Put option formula is KERT 1 minus ND2 minus SO1 minus ND1. Okay, so the KERT value is, I have to multiply this 45 into 0 0.9875, 45 into 0 0.9875, that is 44.43. So 44.4375 it has came. I will do round off 44.4, as there is 7, I will round off 3 as 4. So 44.44 into 1 minus. So the ND2 value is, 0 0.97309 minus the stock price. The stock price is 50. 1 minus ND1 value is 0 0.9765. I have to simplify this. You might ask, like, we have simplified this, so for KERT we can take 43.2405. No, we should not do it like this, because for KERT we have multiplied the ND2 value. So the KERT value is 45 along with this 0 0.9875. So we have to multiply 45 into 0 0.9875 so that we will get the actual KERT value. Okay, next let's simplify this. 1 minus 0 0.97309 is 0 0.02691 minus 50 into 1 minus 0 0.765, 0 0.0235. Next we have to multiply this. 44.44 into 0 0.02691 is 1.1195 is there, so I will just take 1.195 minus, so 50 into 0.0235 is 1.175. Okay, next step is we have to deduct this. So 1.195 minus 1.175, the answer is 0.02. So the put option is 0.02. And if you feel that this formula is something which is so long, then you can use some other formula for calculating this P. So this is one formula, and if you feel that it is much difficult, then you can use this second formula. Okay, option is yours, you can use both of that. So you whichever you feel easy, you can do that. So, or for P we can apply other formula, that is P is equals to C plus PV X, that is K is equals to S plus P. So this is the other formula. So the C is nothing but the call option value. Call option value is 5.58. 5.58 plus the K value. The K value means 45 into 0.9875. We will get 44.44 something. I have round off it. So 44.44 I have got is equals to S, that is the stock price. Stock price is 50 plus we don't know the put option value. So I'll write that as P. Let's simplify. So 5.58 plus 44.44 is 50.02 is equals to 50 plus P. So I will transfer this P to the left side. So P is equals to 50.02 minus 50. So I have got the value 0.02. So both answers is same. For calculating the put option, you can use either this formula or this formula. So you use whichever you feel that is simple. Okay. So this is all about the Black-Scholes model. So you have to identify the 5 steps. So if they just ask for the call option, you can end here itself. If they ask put option, you have to continue this fifth step also. So the most important thing in this sum is formulas as well as the logarithm table, and for calculating the call option, this working note is very much important. So mark this and you practice it. So after practicing 2 to 3 sums, you will be familiar with the Black-Scholes model. Don't miss this sum thinking that it is difficulty. It is not at all difficult. If you practice, it will be very much easy. So after seeing this video, practice for at least 1 or 2 times so that it will be easy for you to calculate when other values are given. And the most important thing is you have to by heart the formulas, and you should know what is SO, K, T, R, standard deviation, ln, and very much important is you have to know how to use a logarithm table. So if you don't miss all these steps, then you will score a very good marks in this Black-Scholes model. So somewhere here and all I have took the entire value which I have got in calci. But if you feel that it is very much long, then you can round off it, or else you can take the 4 digits, 5 digits after the point. What the thing is, at the end of the solution, you will get some point difference. That's all. You will not get major difference. You will get some point difference. And if you follow all the steps and if you write the formulas correctly, that is only more than enough. You can round off the values. There is no need to take the entire values. So if you take entire values, you will get accurate. This is the end of Black-Scholes model. So I hope that you all like this video. If you like this video, share with your friends and subscribe to our channel. And comment section ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಹಾಕಬೇಕೋ ಅದನ್ನು ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಹಾಕಿ. So that before your exam arrives, it will be easy for me to upload the videos. And practice well. All the best. Thank you.